I've spent 30 years working in steel, glass, bronze, clay, paper, canvas, and now textile as well. And I have an absolute love of exploring materials. And this new work is a combination of the two-dimensional and the three-dimensional on the same surface. So it's quite a return to amalgamating those two things together. Working in tapestry was a bit of a sidestep from some ideas I was working around in creating some drawings from Spanish icons that I grew up with in Mallorca. They're originally pagan protectors of the house and play figurines for kids, and those drawings eventually started having a feel of texture to them, and I tested it out on a small rug piece through some friends in Nepal. And that sort of opened a doorway to creating more of these works and becoming more and more elaborate and growing them into different structures, and they sort of have a life of their own. The green leaves are a symbol of growth, and the yellow stars are inspiration and light. The blues represent water and movement, playfulness, and the red hearts are love. So they all have these meanings, and yet around the edges and the boundaries you'll find symbols that are unique to each work or carry across different meanings given the narrative in the centre. And the central figure is the baseline story, and everything else informs that central area. You know, unrolling one of these is extraordinary. It's like unrolling a candy store of colour and an explosion of light. The texture is you being able to work inside that light, putting your hands in it and cutting into it and forming these shapes, and the scissor becomes like a pencil. The watercolours, they are finished works in themselves. What was originally hand sketches grew into tapestries, and now the tapestries are growing watercolours. So the three are sort of circular motion of language. What I'm hoping to do with this work as well is to create a body of work that's quite uplifting, that creates an immersion into colour. I really wanted to open up this sense of light and uplift. I think the joy in this too is that for me there's no difference in doing this or swimming in the ocean or going for a walk in the moonlight or travelling or eating a good meal with friends. It's all part of the same conversation. It's the same way of exploring and absorbing life.